Operation Lone Star, the mission put into place by Texas Governor Greg Abbott in the hopes of curbing the amount of immigrants crossing into the U.S., is facing increasing internal backlash after one guardsman lost his life. Our Mireya Villarreal brings us part 2 of our report on Operation Lone Star.
If they show up at your house in full uniform, then there's only a couple of things. I didn't want them at my house.
For the Johnson family, opening the door on that day back in April meant facing their worst fears.
You knew instantly?
Yes, ma'am. The military doesn't show up without the soldier if they know where the soldier is.
This was the Bishop Evans they knew and loved, a 22-year-old kind-hearted Dallas Cowboys fan that often sent videos of himself on assignment trying to pass the time. His grandmother Joanne and aunts Felicia and Kenya sharing the pain of their loss.
Piece of your heart. Sorry, piece of your heart is gone.
You know, these things can happen even if he's not in the military, but my heart hurts that he's not with us, that he has so much potential.
Bishop Evans, a sergeant with the Texas National Guard, died in April of this year after jumping into the Rio Grande River, going beyond his duties, trying to rescue 2 migrants from drowning while working Operation Lone Star along the border.
Did it surprise you when you learned that he had gone in the water to help people?
No, not at all. That's what Bishop would do. That's absolutely what he would do.
Nearly 4 days after being swept away by the river's current, his body was found on April 24th, his death finally confirmed to his family. On October 25th of last year, the 22-year-old soldier would receive what would be his final orders, working Operation Lone Star, a border security joint initiative launched by Texas Governor Greg Abbott to address what he calls an immigration crisis.
Texas will be taking its own unprecedented actions this month to better secure our state as well as our nation.
Governor Abbott dispatched thousands of state troopers and Texas National Guardsmen to dozens of counties near the border with a migrant arrest program in 2 counties, Valverde and Kinney.
What I remember is him explaining that he was going down to guard the border. We knew the location that he was going to and what the mission pertained to. But that was pretty much it.
Now his family is searching for answers. What exactly was Sergeant Evans' orders for this mission? And most importantly, why didn't he have a floating device to protect him from drowning?
Did it sound like that was supposed to be a part of his job while he was down there?
No.
No.
When they explained he went in the water, that's where I became confused.
Did you get further details? Was there a report that came to you? Did you get some sort of incident, a statement, anything?
No, not yet. We have not received any incident report, nothing.
No.
Nothing?
Details about how it happened.
Like anything on an investigation even?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
In a statement to ABC News, the Texas National Guard said water rescues were not the purview of the soldiers at security points, so water operations training was not given. Because of the selflessness of Texas Guardsmen, the necessity for throw ropes became apparent and were ordered. Unfortunately, that equipment had not been delivered in time for Sergeant Evans to use it in his attempt to rescue the drowning migrants.
Soldiers have to have the tools needed to do their job.
After more than 2 decades of military service, Jason Featherston, a respected senior enlisted leader in the Texas Guard, retired just as Operation Lone Star got underway.
You spent 25 years serving in this capacity.
Yes.
You loved your job.
Absolutely.
You loved working with these soldiers.
Absolutely.
Why would you speak out right now?
Because they can't speak out for themselves. A soldier speaks out, they're in uniform, they're deemed insubordinate, and then they can face court-martial or non-judicial punishment, reduction in rank. They could be fined money.
Jason says the operation was plagued with logistical issues and poor planning from the start.
It was a rush to put a number of soldiers on the border. The magnitude of problems with pay and equipment with Operation Lone Star is more than I've ever seen. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think I could come up with a mission to do as bad a job. I couldn't plan to do a mission this bad, ever.
But the mission continues, and critics say the toll on service members insurmountable at times. Featherston worries about the mental and emotional toll the operation could be taking.
There's been some suicides tied to Operation Long Star. You know, there's been a lot of suicide attempts and, you know, mental health problems. I mean, in January alone, you know, there was 14 soldiers that said, hey, I want to hurt myself. And that has not been reported by the agency.
And how do you know that?
Soldiers tell me.
Not long after Sergeant Bishop's death, the Texas legislature held a 3-hour hearing with Operation Lone Star leaders who asked for additional funding and more mental health resources.
What we can use more of is full-time behavioral health specialists. We have a massive amount of people, and we could use more behavioral health specialists to be with those people.
So far, Texas has allocated nearly $4 billion on the operation, including an additional $500 million in funds approved by Governor Abbott in late April. The governor's office did not respond to our request for comment about the program, but Abbott claims the program has taken illegal drugs and criminals off the streets.
It just feels like this whole mission is a lie.
We spoke with a man we're calling Soldier X. He was recently deployed in Operation Lone Star and agreed to speak with us as long as we do not name him or show his face.
Our general consensus here on the border, this is a very political mission. We're here so the governor can say, I put X amount of soldiers on the border to keep Texas safe so that he can get votes.
And do your colleagues feel that way?
Absolutely.
The operation began in March of 2021 and boasts a force of 10,000 service members. In just over a year, they've made a little over 4,100 total misdemeanor trespassing arrests and 240 charged with felonies.
The governor's bragged that the National Guard has detained X amount of people. We are not detaining. That's not what we do. We call the Border Patrol. The Border Patrol, they're the professionals for this. We're soldiers and they do it. We're not detaining people.
For the family of Sergeant Evans, their push for change continues each day as they grieve their loss.
If it could happen to Bishop, then certainly it could happen to anyone. Our military or any servicemen and women that are down there for the purpose of this mission, let's make sure they have what they need. Make sure it's as safe as possible.
Do you feel like you have a new mission?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Our thanks to Mireya.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.